Hi, my name is Matthew Povey and I'm with Albury Wodonga Counselling and Hypnotherapy. Today I wanted to do a bit of a video on a really important topic which I do a lot of work with and I think gets underlooked and doesn't get enough recognition in the areas of trauma, grief and loss, and people who've been through something traumatic such as a physical injury that's completely changed their lives and turned things upside down. And that's the concept and idea of what we call post-traumatic growth. And the reason this is really important is because a lot of people who've been through various types of trauma or physical injury don't actually go to therapy for a number of reasons due to lack of resources, finances, and all these sort of things. And so even though they haven't been to therapy, a lot of people do actually recover from trauma and get through the other side. Now, whether this applies to you or someone you know, it really comes back to the relevance of being really aware of what got you through that difficult time and allowed you to move past that and move forward with your life in light of what has happened to you. And we often don't spend enough time thinking about appreciating or just learning to sit with the strengths that we actually have within us and those around us, from families, friends, and loved ones, and the support that they provide. And paying attention and being compassionate to ourselves, and also thankful for the things we developed that got us to where we are today. And so that's what I wanted to do in this video. I really want to encourage people who are watching this, who this relates to them, or if you know someone who's been through trauma, and try and maybe take some time to put yourself in their shoes and really look at the strong points that they've got as a character, and despite the difficulties they've faced, what's got them to where they are today. Now, everyone's in different situations, and it doesn't mean that everyone who recovers from trauma is going to be the same due to the different impacts. But if you can just take the time to come up with 3 different personal strengths, values, or qualities that got you through that you're proud of for yourself or in other people, that can be a really empowering tool and exercise to be aware of. Now, I'm going to stress again, this doesn't remove the impacts of trauma that it's had on you, and we're not trying to discredit that. We're just trying to be thankful for what got us here today and the strength we actually developed, sometimes due to the traumatic events, or new skills we had to learn to survive and cope and readjust to life. So 3 powerful ones a lot of people can think of is being resilient, and that can be a really powerful tool because it lets them endure a lot of the hardships they've faced and gone through. Another one can be reflective, and people are able to reflect back on what's happened to them, what they have, what they lost, and they're actually able to be more appreciative in the things of their life, and have more thanks and take things for less granted. And the third one I'm going to leave quite open because this is a different process for everyone, but they're just to give some ideas of things you could be thankful of. And a really good tool to be thankful of these is to actually write these 3 things down. And when you put them down, put them onto paper, write them, with a pen, or make it a bit fancy, use different colors in that. And just really reflect on these 3 strengths and, what's underneath those strengths, that how do they apply to you? Where have you been strong, or where have you been resilient in your life in other areas after what has happened, and see the impacts that that's actually had in other ways. And the idea is post-trauma, post really bad incidents and life-changing circumstances, is just to have that awareness to see where you've applied these skills in other areas of your life. And then once you've done that, take a little bit of time to maybe start looking towards the future. Is there a plan you've got in a month, 6 months, a year, or 5 years? It doesn't matter if you don't have all the steps together. And maybe start to look at how could you apply those strengths to maybe achieving those goals or those outcomes or things like that you want to get out of life, and start thinking of that like in that way moving forward. So I just want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you have an absolutely great rest of your week, and if there's any questions, please do not hesitate to call or email me. I'll do my best to help where I can. Thank you.